Hello guys, I want to tell you about students' feelings affecting the communication in drama performance. First, I will introduce myself. My name is Maulana Izzul Haq, and we go to the material. Drama. Drama is a real communication involving ideas, emotion, feeling appropriations, and adaptability. The communication doesn't only refer to the way in which one communication with another person, and it includes many other things. Not only including the oral speech, communication also including the nonverbal cues. Uh, and speech can describe about conversation, and speech is mainly used to convey information including facts and data. Body language is also important in speech. Body language can be way to confirming the what is that our attitude. The body language or nonverbal behavior can give more meanings in our attitude. So like the moods, emotion, and someone that might be revealed. Communication is generally defined having both a verbal and non-verbal conversation. Non-verbal conversation is referred to conversation that is produced some other way or words. Next one. In the drama performance of English department students, the ability to manage the non-verbal behavior during the drama performance became an issue. There are 7 dimensions of non-verbal language, and there are physical appearance, proxemic appearance, proxemic language, proxemic appearance, kinesics. Like kinetic is like gesture, posture, and head movement. And then haptic or touch, oculesics, eyes behavior, vocalics including pitch, volume, voice, volume, rate, and intonation. And the last one is vocalized, and the last one is facial expression. And the dialogue doesn't only need communication verbally, but it also need non-verbally dialogue, such as facial expression or gesture. The expression and gesture is important for us to sending about our attitude to show the audience about our performance, and the audience and can feelings more feelings about the our material. So when we use body language or facial expression, we can easier to develop about our material, and body language or voice management also important for us. And the next is a teacher. The teacher is important for us in the drama of method of research, and the research was done as a qualitative research. The appropriate form of this research was case study. A case study is a comprehensive description of an individual case on its analysis. However, many students were unable to manage the 7 types of nonverbal like this. These are 7 nonverbal, and the student were unable to manage these 7 types of nonverbal language in their performance. And so, as a teacher, we have to manage their performance as well as their communication ability in maximizing their role in the classroom. As the teaching is more than transferring knowledge, becoming a teacher is not only about having a good ability in expressing or any words, but also maintaining the non-verbal behavior along with the verbal utterances. And unfortunately, because of it, the show might not achieve its most expected result, and therefore the power of drama is delivering feeling about our feeling and could be unseen, and the audience can see our performance with the facial expression or with the 7 method that I said before. It that the 7 method is important to the audience, so we can tell the audience about our material more expressively, and the audience can feel about the material too. Communication And then communication between an actor and an audience will be put well when the actor can lift up any form of the character and the dialogues totally. Actor need to deliver the dialogues as natural as possible to deliver the feeling well. So becoming an actor is also important for us, uh, important for the audience. Sorry, and the actor should have an empathy for the other people. Uh, we we as a teacher should be able to build a personal relationship with their future student or the audience, so we can tell about uh, the actor to the student and the student can manage it well. like like from this passage, this this slide, the actor need to deliver the dialogue. It means the actor should so does it was it should deliver the material as the dialogue. So with a body language or a gesture, we should deliver to the to the to the audience as natural as the actor. Nah, that we can deliver our material nicely. And the next is method of research. Now, the research was done as a qualitative research. The appropriate form of this research was case study. Case study is a comprehensive description of an and individual case and it is analysis. We can see we can see the we can uh, in this in this in this slide we can conclude that Tokdama, the student can learn about how to manage their communication, like an ability delivering message or body language or gesture, and this is what happened on the stage. So when on the stage, the student can can be nervous or something like that. And at the classroom, the teacher also need be able to manage their student performance. The teacher is also should manage their performances. Then when the teacher teaching about the material, we should deliver it proper deliver it we should deliver the material is as well as the actor that we teach up to the student. So in a classroom, a teacher becomes an actor, like a teacher acts educator, and the audience is the students. And the next is the trilogy method has been used in this research. The techniques of the data collection in this research were interview and observation. There are two techniques, and there are interview and observation, which had been conducted by observing students' performance and recording it. The recorded video was observed in the order to see the conformity between the verbal and the non-verbal communication in the student performance. So the quality, any non-verbal or verbal any verbal and non-verbal communication is important for the student performances. Um, and and in the there are some non-verbal that important for the student performances, and there are like the voice, the speed in speaking, like the quality of voice, the speed in speaking, the appearance, the body language of the actor, and also significant and creating a good atmosphere. We should create a good atmosphere to the audience that help us in a drama contest, and the audience can enjoy about our drama, like that. And the next is about sorry and the next about discussion. When we in playing drama, the communication between an actor and audience is built not only through verbal language but also through the nonverbal, and the conformity of the verbal, nonverbal, uh, and nonverbal is also to convey the real meaning of everyday language uttered. And inconformity between the verbal and nonverbal communications lead to ambiguity. Nah, and this form communication can be clarified by nonverbal behavior. For the example, nonverbal behavior. For the example, like gesture or facial expression, and this is important to produce the process and convincing our performances, and our performances can be consistent with the verbal. So the nonverbal cues appear during the act will represent the ability of the actor to live in the role of the place. So when we perform about our drama, we can perform well, and we can like that, like the body gesture or the facial expression, and it also can help us to to what I said to to understand what the drama situation, like when the drama is become a horror or something else. The next is in English drama performance. There were some students who successfully got themselves involved into the character they play, and involved and communication the narrative as well, and some who didn't not. Based on the research findings, 3 of 4 students taken for this research saw good performances on the stage, while one of them was not really good. So if there are 4 students, one will one of them is not really good at the drama, so we can find we can also what is it? We can also have the one student who are not good at the drama for being good in the drama to help him for understanding the drama atmosphere. And this case is used because whether the the writer considered that it was necessary to develop a comprehensive description on the punishment like that. So it so this is some several cases that can happen in the drama performances. So next one is from the discussion above, like this is this we can conclude that the student ability is engaging their feeling and getting themselves involved into big characters that they played was a really big deal. It definitely affected to their communication on the stage. So the student didn't really well maximizing their the student didn't really well maximizing their performances in drama. So while the other consider a good performance in drama with the verbal or non-verbal communication, the dialogue that delivered should be on various non-verbal dimensions that was functioned as the canal and conveying the true meaning and feeling and emotion or the narrative. So we can deliver the material as well as the professional player of drama. And it was clearly seen that the student with good understanding and ability in getting involved saw better conformity between the verbal and non-verbal communication and quality of the stage as. From this case, we can conclude that we can see the students with good understanding with that they can show about a good performance. Now, this is also tell us about how important is verbal and non-verbal communication in a drama, and there can increase our quality of stage acts in the drama. So we should getting feeling for emotion and feeling for emotion and someone and any else, and that exploring or feeling of the situation like the emotion, like exploring the feeling and the situation, or knowing exactly what happened in the drama and why we are saying the line in the drama or the conversation. So our non-verbal behavior is also important, that can appear naturally like a gesture or something else. And the next is conclusion. Referring to the research that we tell I tell before, and it is concluded that the English drama performance, the student ability in getting involved into the character they played, was definitely affecting their communication on the stage, especially in confirming the verbal and non-verbal communication. So in this case, on the contrary, the student will like in engaging feeling and emotion, or something else as did, and the student would who didn't have their non-verbal or behavior appeared naturally, and it made him look bad in the performances. So I'll, uh, on the show, the on the show, his performances on the stage and seemed bad or like someone else. So we also help him to improve their their knowledge about the drama, and the student with the better ability can teach the bad student to improve their their knowledge about the drama, and we the student should talk naturally in the drama, so they can improve their dialogue, and more students were able to get involved at their engaged feeling playing the character. The more they go on the feeling and emotion in saying every lines. The quality of compromising between these two types of language was varied. So, in this stage, they said that the student who can engage feeling in playing the character, they can more feeling the emotion in every sign in the lines. So, the every dialogue, the student can feel the emotion in the every dialogue that he says. Like for the example, um, with the understanding and empathy about the character that they do, and even international feelings about playing the character, like witch or someone else, then they are represented as witch. So if I act like a witch or a mage, or anything else, so we should act like the real edge, like the love or the expression and the character. We also can do that and improve improve in the drama performances like this. And such and the next is suggestion. Students who are having drama performances are suggested to explore the character that is about to be played, and it is necessary to have sensitivity and empathy over the imaginary character to get themselves really understand about who they are going to be on the stage. And at this time, and it was affected by the feeling of to get in the every single word of the line that they say. So the student confidence and disability character, and or the point of view can be explored by the student as well as him. The institute that have the student that have sensitivity or empathy over the imaginary character can reply as good as the real actor. So so the uh, so those students who did successfully get involved and get their feeling and emotion, which and which is that will help the help the student to understand more, to more understand about the drama performances. And considering the effect of feeling on the conformity between verbal and non-verbal communication, and it is found is very good for the students in exploring and learning how to see something or someone through others perspective, and to act and react on different circumstances. So regarding to have a good understanding on their character, the student also gets to get more involved into the character. So um, the student, if the student should be always, like I said before, the student should be like a real with this about the facial expression, about the gesture or something else, so the student can be more like I am a witch like that. I'm a witch, and the student can feel about that we I am a witch, so it can increase our drama performances, the drama performances. And thank you very much, and enough for me, and thank you very much, and we can conclude that all of the material that, and it will very helpful in developing communication skill in other people. And since it is successful communication, so it's not only about exchanging information but also feeling the emotion. And the most important is like non-verbal communication, like the gesture, facial experience is important for this material. And we can also increase our communication as well as the actor, so it will be helpful for their of student feeling performance, and that can advance. And I think enough for me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.